Hi Mandy, I'm Craig.
Hi Craig, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Mandy, what brings you here today?
Um, I've come today because I'm at a bit of a crossroads rather, with my job. Um, I've been there 15 years and we've had a lot of changes and there's new people come in. Um, they're younger, they're savvy, they're proactive, which is fine. Um, I'm just not keeping up and I'm not learning as fast as they're learning. It makes me feel really bad. I'm not sure whether I'm at a place where I want to look for a new job and move on or whether I should stick it out in this job. I'm at a crossroads. Ideally, I'd like to retire. I'm 55, so
Hmm.
retirement's definitely coming up, but unfortunately, that's not an option for me right now
Okay.
financially. Yeah, I just don't know what to do work wise, and I'm just here to hopefully find some answers on where to go with my future, with I guess with my employment.
Okay. Mandy, tell me a little bit about your work.
My role is in accounts. I do all the accounts for the company. We work in the building industry.
Okay.
We install security and blinds to houses. We currently import from China and India, so I do all the accounts for that and all the flights for the business owner and anything that's involved in the shipping of the containers and that sort of
Okay.
thing.
So it's a big role.
Yeah, it is. Everyone there has a big role, and that's just my role. That's what I do.
And it's a big company or a small company?
We're a small company, so we work directly for the owner
Hmm.
in an office where it's an open plan, so everyone can hear and see what you're doing. So that's probably why I do feel inadequate a lot because I do ask the same question several times when I know I should know the answer, but I have been shown. So I feel bad that, and then everyone can hear me asking the same questions. So,
Okay. How many people in the office?
oh,
Approximately.
at any given time there'll be five of us, but there'll be others in and out as well.
Okay. Is there just one person that you ask these questions to, or?
Yeah, she's younger, so she gets in, she learns it, and then yeah, any questions she shows me, she talks me through it and shows me how to do it. It's just I feel like the older I'm getting, uh, the less ability I've got to retain the information.
Okay.
It's not that it's not there, and um, it's not that it's that hard. It's just I struggle retaining it.
Okay. When you struggle to retain, how do you feel?
I feel frustrated,
Okay.
and sometimes I take it out on her or people around me, which I know they probably do know I'm doing, and I'm hoping they can't tell, but I'm sure they can. Um, but I just get frustrated and I just panic, and that's where I'm personally struggling because I know that it's not their fault, but I don't know how to deal with it myself. So it doesn't make me feel good about me, and I'm sure it doesn't make her feel good when I get frustrated at her because I can't learn something.
Okay. So when you asked her these questions, it's not in a single room, it's actually in the open office, like you just mentioned.
Yeah,
Is there dividers, or do you
no,
just go to her desk, or do you ask her to come to you and
either
everybody
or.
overhears?
Yeah,
Okay.
either or.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It is just the way it is. It's always been that way. Like it's just I've been there 15 years, and
Yeah.
I'm the one that should know how everything works, and I'm becoming progressively becoming the one that is the least educated.
Okay.
When for 15 years I've felt like I am the most educated there, so
Okay.
it's a big shift and a big change for me to have to be asking new people how to do something
Yeah.
when I've been there 15 years and they've been there 2 years. So
So you mentioned the change before, and you mentioned that you are getting trained on these changes, but you're just finding it a little bit difficult. Okay. Um, Tell me a little bit more about the change. Like you said, you've been with the company 15 years. That's a milestone. That's pretty good.
So the changes are we've grown, so we've tripled in size. So your workload's triple. You got to be faster, quicker, more savvy when you make an error. So hypothetically, if I invoiced a job for $2,000 and it should have been $5,000,
Okay.
it's a public thing, like it's seen.
Okay.
So then she will say, look, you've done this, and the owner will see. I kind of feel like she's dobbing on me because she'll tell the owner.
Okay.
When I can just quietly fix that up myself, and he doesn't really need to know, but she does tell him, which, you know, I'm embarrassed about because obviously I've made a mistake.
How do you find that person normally to get along with?
The trainer?
Yeah.
We actually get along really well. Socially, we get along really well. And we do enjoy each other's company, and we do have lots of laughs at work. It's just when it comes to that stuff, it's just really frustrating. Like, I get really anxious.
So she's approachable?
Yeah, she's approachable, yep, and she will show me.
How do you feel she comes across to you when she's training you? Like,
she's thorough. She'll show me thorough, and she will show me as many times as I need, or as many times as I ask. It's to the point that I'm embarrassed to ask again, because I should know, and I know she showed me. So then what I'm doing is making decisions, and because I'm panicked and anxious, so I just make a decision without asking her, because I don't want to ask the question again. And then in a week's time, when it's wrong, it's then public again that I've made another error, and I feel stupid, and once again I'm the one that's been here 15 years, and someone that's hasn't been there as long is catching my errors, and then the owner knows, and basically it makes me feel bad about me. So
okay.
the owner hasn't said anything to me, but I'm sure he's now starting to think,
Are you is it like you've been there 15 years? Has he been the same boss that's been there the whole time?
yeah, he's owned it the whole 15 years.
Do you feel like he's approachable?
Yes, yeah, he's very approachable.
Okay. Is she the only person that does the training? That one that you?
She is the only person that does the training, so that's fine. I feel like she's training me.
Yeah.
I just am confused why I can't retain it. Like, I try to retain it, and I try hard, and it is just what it is.
Okay. So what makes you feel that you're not retaining the information?
Because I'm asking the same questions.
The same questions over. Okay.
And she's really busy, so I know if I ask, I'm interrupting her. She's got to stop her job. She's got to come over, and she's got to show me again. So it's only so many times you can do that before you know you're inconveniencing someone else.
Okay.
And that's what I feel like. I'm inconveniencing her all the time.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of a story. So let me clarify this. You've been with the company 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
The company's going through a lot of changes because they're expanding and they're growing. You have the right training, but you feel as if you can't retain stuff, so therefore you get frustrated. How do you feel when you get frustrated? Do you take it out on people, or do you withdraw? What are your feelings there when that happens?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I get frustrated and I do take it out on other people.
You do? Okay, sorry.
I try not to, but yeah, I do raise my voice sometimes, and she has called me on that before, and I've admitted that and said sorry. I don't know why I do that, but I know it's because I'm just so frustrated that I actually don't know how to deal with it anymore. So I do yell. I yell and I do pound the desk, and she just shuts down. when I do that, and she just turns a chair around and she won't talk to me.
Okay, that's fair enough. So basically, because you're not retaining information, you get frustrated and then you take it out on pretty much the office staff. So, and it's an open office, so everybody hears.
Yeah, I try not to do it when other people are in the room. Not that you should do it at all, but yeah, I do try not to do a public show.
Okay. Okay, Mandy. That's all we've got time for at the moment, so we'll leave it there, and we'll pick up where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.